Gambit with an ace up their sleeve as they take the first map here in the best of 3. Inferno goes their way, but now we move to Overpass. Their map pick as well, Harry. TyLoo definitely looking like they're going to have a bit of a hard time moving into this second one, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be tricky, right? There's no doubt about it. You've lost your map pick. It's kind of become TyLoo's signature map is Inferno. And now moving into Overpass, they're going to have their work cut out for them, Hugo. That much is for sure. Especially when you look at Gambit, right? It was a really strong performance across the board from everyone.
Definitely.
Everyone in that game. Adren had some absolutely unreal moments, a couple of key clutches that allowed them to win it out. And then you kind of look over towards TyLoo, and it was like, Bentet was playing well, somebody was doing good, and that's kind of, he's been having a very hit-and-miss time of it as of late, so it was good to see him back. But Accurate just wasn't there.
No.
And he has to show back up. For this second map. There's no one worse to have underperforming than your IGL and your AWPA in one, neat little package.
Yeah, definitely not the best. I think Caesar as well is a player I harp on a lot. Very aggressive playstyle. And at times we saw that come back to haunt Gambit, but he had a couple of sick rounds, walking up to B, getting some sick entries. So yeah, I'm impressed to see him do well, obviously, in this team, the latest addition to Gambit. Moving forward, if he can have the same performance on Overpass, I feel like we're going to see TyLoo really struggle to get ahead in this one. Yes, they took 7 rounds on the T side of Inferno, but moving over to the CT side, they really had no success. And on this map, not only is the CT side also favored, but also you can't be playing as passive as TyLoo like to do.
Yeah, I mean, the real question is it's like if this goes to 3 maps, even then heading into cash, it's going to be tricky, right?
Yeah.
I still think though they could do it, and that's the thing with TyLoo. A lot of it to me just comes down to one player, and I think Accurate is someone who could definitely step up. I mean, you're going to need him on Overpass. I think it's a map, particularly over on the CT side, that could just be dominated by these orbs. So I'm excited to see if he can step up his game individually, because I think everyone else was doing well.
Yeah, in terms of double opening as well, I'd say TyLoo are far better at the double up than Gambit are, at least coming into this. So that's something that goes their way, but it's just whether, as you said, these guys step up, because when you have your main AWP not dropping kills and having to throw it over to somebody instead just so you can actually get AWP picks and start off the round with a favor, it's never fun, So hopefully Accurate can regain his confidence here moving into this second map. And obviously that being Overpass Gambit's map pick, a very strong T-sided team. They have a lot of nice B executes I'm excited to see. And I wonder how deep into the playbook they're really going to have to look here. Will TyLoo even challenge them on this one? We're going to need that first pistol round for TyLoo. And frankly, I think if they start on the CT side, they may have their own problems. I want to see TyLoo T side. I want to see Gambit CT side. I think that will play for the best game.
Yeah, now we get to see, are they all TyLoobed up, or have they Gambit off more than they could chew, Hugo? We're going to be heading on into this one any second now. Of course, I think we have TyLoo over on the CT side, Gambit on the T side, but on this map, that's not really that disappointing if you're Gambit. They have a very, very good T side, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. Coming into this event, I feel like Gambit obviously having fallen off as of late, and now coming into this one, I'm not sure how much I expected them in terms of going deep into the playoffs or getting a sick run, but this is a game they should just be winning 9 times out of 10. As we've established earlier, never lost a map to this team. They're currently 5-0 after that win onto Inferno. So, with this coming into Overpass, I don't see that streak getting broken. There are plenty of opportunities, but this is not a map that TyLoo are known to be extremely comfortable on. We are just waiting for the players to ready up before we jump into this game, Harry. And I'm sure you're excited. I'm very excited.
I'm so excited, Hugo. I'm always excited. I love watching some good CS. Hopefully, we get to see that. Because if we see bad CS, then
it makes you sad.
It does. It really brings you down.
Well, let's get some score updates as well for the other matches going on.
Ooh,
Astralis,
that sounds like fun.
They've 2-0'd SK, the first time they've beat them since...
That's spicy. Because, of course, as we saw just moments ago on the screen... Astralis are the current reigning champions here, which is fantastic. I kind of like to see them, if they're going to have a recovery, right, for it to be now, that's the time you'd want it. You want to keep that title moving forward. And I think most importantly, you want to deny SK a chance at the Intel Grand Slam. Because
of course, yeah.
What a spiteful thing to do if you're Astralis, right,
Oh, yeah, for sure. And coming into this event with Magisk as well, joining the roster, this team has been definitely expectations high, but we haven't really seen too much as of late. Obviously dropping out of the major in the group stages, so we wanted a little bit more from them. And this is where they're maybe going to show it. Obviously, we had NIP last year at Oakland, repeating their success from 2016 all the way to 2017 as well. And now if we have the same story for Katowice, we may have some interesting storylines on our hand, Harry. But a 2-0 for Astralis. They took Mirage 22-20, so definitely a close game. But again, SK, I would say now, at what point do we go, okay, is this team still the best in the world? They've had multiple disappointing results, and you know, while obviously they're still a sick team, I feel like, you know, we're only in the groups, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. But, you know, they need to place well here. They need to get to that semi-finals and maybe even the finals if they want to, I'd say, keep their spot as one of those best teams in the world. But at the very least, for the time being, Astralis looking strong with this roster. Anyway, moving into this game, you know, do you realistically think that TyLoo have a shot taking Overpass? Because I feel like even if they do and we move to Cash, and that's a whole nother beast to contend with Gambit on Cash, but Overpass, I'm just not feeling it for the Chinese right now.
Well, here's the thing. I haven't seen TyLoo play on Overpass. I didn't see it at Star Series. I didn't see it anywhere, you know. And that's the thing. I don't really know. I can't answer that question.
Last time I saw TyLoo play Overpass versus Gambit was actually at ROG Masters Finals. It's the first map of the Grand Final. And if I recall, they had Bondic on the team at the time. He dropped 38 kills, Harry, and they lost the map 16-14. That is always a horrible way to lose a game, to get 38 kills in just one single map. And he actually dropped 75 and 59 over the whole best of 3 series. So that's always a slightly depressing. But we are into the game anyway. It is the pistol round on the way. Gambit on that T side. TyLoo CT definitely could be a bit of a difficulty for this Chinese team as Gambit, they're going to pick up the pace towards a B bomb site.
Yeah, they're already stacked up outside. There's going to be 4 players here for TyLoo. They've stacked everyone inside of B. C's goes peeking in, but he actually didn't spot the man on barrels. Right now, Captain Mo, he's just battening down the hatches. The Dread's been able to find him, though, and now looks to try and step up. He only gets 1. Somebody's going to be chiming in. It's him and Buntet to try and hold this off. DD has rotated around. It's 2 versus 2. The bomb starts to leave. It looks like Gambit, they're going to try and double back over the way.
Yeah, Hobbit's already run right up the connector, so he's got a lot of information. He's going to be able to take the A bomb site before TyLoo even get into position. And even though it's a long rotate for Gambit, Hobbit's going to be here. Somebody's actually been very, very swift, though, in him moving back up this site, so Hobbit won't expect it. That's a big kill now for TyLoo. Do they choose to split up on the sites, or do they go for a 2-man setup? Because Doja's already run back down towards B. TyLoo, 1 player in heaven, so they have the option essentially to contest this if they need be. It's going to be a bomb plant for Doja and a 1v2 post plant. TyLoo both moving in together from the A bomb site. No need for one of them to take a single engagement. Of course, we have those USPs at a range that Doja's going to be struggling to contend with, but he's looking for a free kill here. No USPs drop within arm's reach, so TyLoo beginning to push up and close the distance. Doja tries to take a one-on-one. He gets it. Looking for another one, but it's somebody to keep this thing going for TyLoo.
Yeah, pissed around and found for TyLoo. That's what they need. You need to get off to a strong start here. As you said, last time these 2 teams played on this map, admittedly, different rosters, but for the most part the same. It was a close match between Gambit and TyLoo, but a lot of that came down to Bondic on the side of TyLoo, who, you know, now we see accurate here instead. But I think that's a good change. And I think, you know, he's brought a lot of structure to this team. I think that's something they were lacking before. Obviously, you kind of had a very odd cooling system, and that's not to say it's gotten that much more robust now, but it's still better.
Look at this buy, though, from Gambit. They force things up after the bomb plant. A single AK on Hobbit, and pistols on everyone else. I like the buy. I like the weapon choice on Hobbit as well. Not a bad idea at all for Gambit, considering TyLoo may be able to run SMGs here, but they've actually only got 2 in play. We've got 3 rifles, so not an easy round for Gambit to overcome with this kind of buy. Adren spots one towards the connector, and C's is down in B as well, so he could potentially split and try and take down this player, but they will obviously slow down for the time being. C's working his way up towards the door, and here's where we should have the fight. Door needs to be open. C's comes in from the back line. There's one, spots one more, but it's Mo to drop Bentet. So Gambit with a double entry up towards the connector. They can now collapse over this A bomb site.
Yeah, somebody is all that stands between them and this site. As the bomb drops, somebody is going to go down, but he's bought precious time. Actually, they land the smokes and flashes to go in. DD is the first man on the scene, but Captain Mo holding for this rotation back. He's going to get spotted, does tag down Adren, and they might actually send this bomb down towards B. It looks like they are considering the idea. DD just peeks on up, doesn't see anything. 35 seconds. And it looks like he started to doubt himself. He's going to start to rotate away down toward B. And just as he do it, the bomb now in towards that A bomb site. Going to go down. He hears it. And at this point, do you go for this? I mean, Saving's going to give you very little to work with into the next round anyway.
I think it's all down to whether TyLoo want to force. If they want to force, you hold on to this gun. If they're just going to go for the standard eco, let Gambit get ahead and then go for that buy in a couple of rounds, you maybe go for it. And he won't find a thing. Seas takes him down with the M4. So Gambit, 1 round on the board. Now, do TyLoo force? That is the question. I'd like to think they would just go for the standard eco. You can force here. You know, it's not a bad decision by any means, considering not only do Gambit not have an economy built up just yet, but you've got double eco for TyLoo anyway. So certainly an option, and they will choose to go for it as well. By and large, pistols and armor. We have a scout as well coming in the hands of Exacurate. So TyLoo showing us what they can do on this CT side. It's Gambit with an SMG on Mo. Maybe not expecting this force as well. Doja's on a pistol. Gambit, they've got to be very careful with this round that they don't throw it away to the force buy of the CT side.
Widran just going to miss the timing. Somehow he's still alive. The rest of the guys now coming in to try and help out. Oh, how's he done that? He's able to get himself two. He's still alive here. The rest of the players now starting to creep on in. There's a minute 20 left. And DD does stand here alone. They're going to start to creep round. DD waits on the pillar. Accurate gets rid of one Hobbit. He goes down shortly after, and somehow TyLoo, they've stolen around straight back. Hugo. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know how.
I have no idea how Katowice gets 2 kills in that position, but great work done anyway.
Whenever I used to CZ, and I sprayed a scenario like that, I would have killed my teammate. I would have killed DD. And then just died as well.
It's fine, it's fine. I know you're not the best at the game, Harry. It's okay. 2-1 up, though, for TyLoo. And Gambit, I need to play with it at the very least. I've got the triple rifle, AWP, and Doja back on the Deeg. Very common to see him dropping guns over for his team as well, so very supportive in that sense. Even when he was the cooler, he did that, but now he's not. We have Gambit. Slow-paced attack here. Don't want to lose out anymore. If they can get the force buy win here and take down TyLoo, they could easily get this counter reset back in, similar to how we saw the heroic Fnatic game go earlier on Cobblestone. Very back and forth.
Yeah, there's still so much money for Gambit to use. They've got the AWP out on Moat. I mean, subjectively, their buy is, you know, better than that of TyLoo, the guys who just won that previous round. Maybe stacking up over here towards Long. Adren. Still good, we missed that jump sometimes. Lands in a second. Just spots Accurate there over towards Long. Rotation's going to be coming in from the rest of the guys as they grouped up over in mid. Mo tries to get a feel for... Ooh, they've both done damage. 50 seconds left though. Curious to see where Gambit do end up as they start to progress down Long.
And this is the passive setup from TyLoo. The one thing it does allow for is this kind of stack. They've got 3 players on the A bomb site, make it a 4th as they pull 1 player back in. And with Gambit about to commit with 40 seconds left, this could be so good for TyLoo. There's the first entry though from Adren. Traded back from Buntet, wall bang in for Doja, takes down another player. And Gambit, they have the man advantage back in their favor. Will they expect more players? Yes, Doja drops Buntet with a Deeg, and Seas follows up. That's the A site crumbling for TyLoo. So 4 men on the site apparently won't make a difference.
No, guess not. It all falls to DD and he wants to try and save. Now, I'm curious to see whether or not TyLoo go for the buy into this round. If they save the AK, maybe we see them buy around it, but I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of astounded at how good the buy was for Gambit in that round.
The issue is, if you keep force buying here, you're just going to perpetuate this constant force buy war, and, you know, I feel like if you're confident on the CT side, if TyLoo coming into this game as a confidence, they should just be going for the eco. Get those full rifles in, show what you can do with AWP. If Exacurate's going to come back in, you know, hitting his shots into this map as well, it could certainly be something to watch out for. But again, maybe they'll force, considering they saved this 1 rifle. DD can drop something over, they'll have a little bit more money to work with. It won't be the worst of buys for TyLoo. Of course, they won't have full rifles by any means, but you can get some SMGs, some pistols in play. And we've seen them win it before. Rifles up for Gambit, and TyLoo already looking like they want to invest. It's going to be Accurate going for that scout. Will people buy up around him? He did have more money than the rest of his team, so potentially we could see some kind of half buy, but no, they will invest. And yeah, as we expected, not the worst in the world. 2 CZs, a couple of rifles, and a scout. They can definitely win this round, but Gambit, will they expect it? Because last time they didn't, Harry, and look what happened.
I don't know if Gambit are too keen on making those same mistakes, so this time it already looks to be a much slower play. Focusing primarily over here towards Long and mid, trying to take these longer range fights. Now, Accurate does lie in wait with the scout over here at Long. The only issue is, if Mo goes peeking into it, which it looks like he's lined up to do, I don't see Accurate winning this duel out. It's going to be tricky.
Very slow approach, as you say. Flash towards long. Gambit looking to take control, and again, TyLoo, no real info to this. The scout's already going to be backing off of that position towards the site, so TyLoo giving Gambit all the map control they really want. And yeah, it's slow for Gambit, but once they start to work out how TyLoo play this CT side setup and how passive they do it, Gambit will easily be able to exploit that, get close up towards the toilets, get towards that A site pretty quickly. It allows for a lot easier opportunity to go for these rushes. Obviously, TyLoo, we've seen them stack before. But right now, we're just running a fairly standard setup. 2 towards B, 3 towards A. Nothing too special, but Tech gets aggressive. Can't afford to go back into that Molotov. He'll fall back towards the toilet. Seized, opening up towards the B-bomb site. And Gambit, low time. They've got the entry to make it work. Xaccurate trains back. DD needs to hit his shot, and he does. Bomb down, and Gambit have to now pull it back in a 2-on-4.
We're just doing so much damage. Now it's all on Mo with the AWP. 1v4, and that scout has caused them so many problems. Mo does get one. Everyone in the servers tag low. Actually going to come out from somebody. A second kill, but DD shuts him down from a short. And that is going to be the round for TyLoo. The back and forth continues, Hugo, and you and I, we seem to be the curse for this sort of pattern.
Yeah, this is where Gambit should eco. They've got enough money to buy up next round fully, pretty much, if they just go for a full standard pistol round here. A bit of investment, quite a heavy investment for that fact, actually. I'm interested to see how this goes, because they've put in a bit of money, but they've not fully bought up. They've got some cash left up, so they're going to need a bomb plant, really, if they want to buy up next round fully. Yes, they'll have, obviously, that $1,900 loss bonus, but you can see it. Dren's down to $600. If they want to full buy next round, they need that plant. They'll go fast towards B. DD's ready and waiting, but he gets blinded, fully blinded as well. Captain Mo has to step up. DD gets one before he goes down. And Gambit, they've run wild over the B-bomb site. How are they winning this, Harry?
I don't know, Hugo. Something's gone wrong. The CS gods aren't happy. And Accurate, well, he's up in the heavens. Let's see if he can do something here. Hobbit's going to get boosted up. Somebody... Tech clearing out the back line, but this rotation is lengthy, and there's also Doja positioned, ready and waiting for this play. At this point, if you're TyLoo, you might consider saving. I mean, they happen to find Doja. That might be enough to convince them, but no, Accurate's already fallen back. The save call comes in. Gambit, they take a third.
Yeah, it's fine for TyLoo. You can buy up again around this. I wouldn't even consider it a force buy anymore, because they've got 3 rifles saved, and you can drop 2 guns over. But the issue is, again, Harry, neither team is taking consecutive rounds. It's been back and forth since the start of the game. Not one team has taken 2 in a row as we reach a 3-3 scoreline. Gambit weren't even expecting to win that round, really. With their investment, they were just looking to do damage and try and get a bomb plant. But now look at their cash. They have so much, $6,000. So even if they lose this round and technically get reset, Harry, they'll still be able to buy up going forward. Not the worst of situations for Gambit, but that just basically puts them in a really, really good spot. Look at the saved money. Between 1 and 3K here. You're reaching 2,700 on seized. Certainly a good opportunity for Gambit to take the lead here on the T side. And considering, trading rounds back and forth on a map like maybe Cobblestone or Cash is okay, but when you're on Overpass, TyLoo should be winning these CT rounds. And trading is not going to be effective, but already some aggression from the CT side. They pushed up long and short on A. First time we've seen TyLoo do this.
Yeah, I kind of like it when TyLoo get aggressive. You know what I mean? They're really trying something new because they're a team that love their passive plays. They've gone ahead and sent 2 players aggressive into mid early on Bentet. And somebody down long at Bentet. Doja does check it. This is where somebody wants to try and trade. And actually just missed the timing. Adren has to try and pick this up. Somebody's backed into a corner. Adren going to get caught with an nade out, but Mo finds it. Man advantage retaken for Gambit. They've shut down the aggression over here in mid. And look at this. DD's creeping forward, but seized. Lies in wait to shut down at this B aggression. You imagine the plan is here. Have Captain Mo peek out with DD. DD finds it. Now it's a 3-on-3. Accurate still holding down in the toilets. Has players coming his way. First shot out onto Mo. He's found that. There is a man flanked round behind. That's Hobbit. He's going to look to try and slip the knife in the back. Accurate's gone down. Now it's a 2-on-2. The bomb is left behind. 40 seconds left. And the A-take underway. And
look at DD's position. He's going to spot the bomb. He's going to have all the information to work with. Hobbit won't be able to stop him from picking it back up. And with 30 seconds left, Hobbit's going to be screwed. He has to win this duel because otherwise his teammate's too far away, too removed from the situation. DD spots him and Hobbit has no idea. Blindsided, dead. And 20 seconds on the clock. Adren has to go back and take the fight that Hobbit couldn't win. DD's repositioned as well. Now Adren has no idea exactly where to look. Needs to check many angles at once. Does get the bomb. DD giving him a lot of room here, but I don't think there's even time for the plant. He's going to run with his back turn, and DD finds the frag. So TyLoo, round on the board. Mistakes made by Gambit, and the Force Wars continue, Harry.
Will it ever end? Round 8 underway. Surely there's a point where Gambit just concede.
The issue is, yeah, they have money, but it's not a huge amount of money left on the C side.
I think this is the one that they concede. It looks like they're partial buying down to just under 2,000. And yeah, now they give it in. They're going to have enough to buy into the next round.
But they did this a couple of rounds ago, and they still won it as well, so that just kept this kind of cycle going. Yes, they only go for pistols and armor, but if they win this round, Harry, it's not stopping anytime soon, and TyLoo will get reset. Look at the money they have left.
Yeah, the reset looming. Over TyLoo, the pressure's on and accurate. He's got players coming his way. He's going to start to retreat. Joins up with Buntet. Look at this, just raw aggression in from Gambit. They're going to be sending everyone here in at 2A. Stacked up, ready to head in, a missed shot, but there's still 2 players here to support. Buntet's in with 2. They're going to keep running into the meat grinder. Him and somebody mop this up. It's all on Adren. And he will fall. Fantastic hold from somebody and Buntet. As finally TyLoo went out 2 in a row, but now the buy comes in for Gambit. Yeah, it does it.
Well, that's the thing. This is the exact situation we had the other round, right? They went for the partial buy, but I did say if they don't get a bomb plant, they can't buy up. So partial buy is completely pointless in that situation. Either buy or don't buy. They are going to force up again. Maybe this one will be partial. Cease is on AK, everyone else on pistols armor. So I don't know. This is a mess for Gambit. I feel like they should have just ecoed the last round if they wanted to buy here. Not bought up somewhat, because now they've just left themselves in this situation where they've got 2 kind of quasis in a row. Never a situation you want to be in if you're Gambit, so definitely questionable when it comes down to that investing, but Seized on the rifle, everyone else pistoled up. They will have a buy next round regardless of the outcome of this, but Seized is going to be limited. Again, in a situation with Gambit, yeah, they need a bomb plant. You know, they can buy it without it, but it won't be optimal. Let's see what they can get done with these pistols. Exact same angle as he held previously. Going to shut down Mo from a range. We have the push up from Gambit as well. Continuing to try and chase down this AWP player, knowing these pistols can be so effective when Exacurate is scoped on in. And he doesn't have a lot of support from the site as well. Look at Buntet's position. He's back towards the truck. So really, TyLoo aren't set up for this. Exacurate gets taken down. This could fall apart. We need a rotation for TyLoo. Luckily, he has the spot. So Adren goes to the floor, and Exacurate needs to follow up. There it is. He's dead as well. That's a 1 rifle drop for Gambit. 2 players up here for the T side, and they're split.
It's gone down. It's all on Doja, and while he's got 1, he's got so much more to do. Switches to his left, finds it with the CZ. 4 big kills from him and TyLoo. Then on to a 6th, and look at how much money they have. I mean, it was once such a problem for this CT side. Now they're almost bathing in the cash. Well, you could have said basking. Either one. Buy comes in for Gambit. They're going to have a decent bit to work with here now. It's, not much. You can see C's taking the hit as he goes with the CZ. Does get some extra utility behind it. They've got enough. The one issue, I think, with any team playing versus TyLoo is that TyLoo is so stingy with how they use their utility, and that is, fairly perfect for them. I mean, teams struggle to bleed it out of them, right? And Overpass is such a control-based map. Ooh, nice kill from C's, though.
This is the aggression that we talk about on this man. Yes, it's very risky, and he could have just given away a free pick there, but considering he only had a CZ and he gets a kill, that's so worth it for Gambit. Captain Mo already dead on the B-bomb site, and TyLoo, a lot of control towards the connector here. Buntet's there, but he's going to get flanked. Exacurate needs to help his backline because Gambit are taking control towards long. Position that TyLoo have no control or information towards. So eventually, after they realize that Gambit aren't showing any presence, they need to send a man up here to have a little look out for information. Exacurate's gotten aggressive, and he's taken down Doja. So a trade back at the very least for TyLoo, but now Adren's going to be working his way up long. Buntet catches C's in the connector. Exacurate follows up on the site. He's hitting his shots, and Exacurate, another one, looking for the 3rd, but it won't land. Doesn't seem to matter, though. Mo's in a 1v3. Somebody going to take the duel, and Mo does get a 2nd kill, but surely he won't get this clutch.
1 versus 2. Bomb on his back. It would be unreal. He's going to go ahead and get the bomb down. DD starts to flank up, and Mo hears it. A lengthy rotation in from Buntet. All the way through long, and Mo's going to take the duel into bank. As he makes his way down, we find out, is he on the money? DD's already rotated away.
And I like this from DD. He knows Mo's chasing, so he doesn't want to take the fight. He just wants to wait for that long rotate to come back around for Buntet, and it has.
Yeah, Mo's gone down. And that is the round for TyLoo. 7-3 now. Got a bit worried for them there, but Mo does fall short. That lengthy flank from Buntet. He had no idea that there was a man over at long.
I mean, things are certainly looking up for TyLoo now on the CT side. This is something that we were concerned that they would struggle with, at least in the second map, but having a far better performance than I could have expected. Gambit obviously having their issues with these constant force buys going back and forth. And usually they favor the T side as well, because it's so much cheaper to buy up on that T side. You don't need the kits. AWP is less pivotal, and obviously Incendiary is, you know, more expensive on the CT side as well as rifles. So Gambit actually somehow ended up in the situation far worse than that of TyLoo with a 7-3 scoreline. Love to see the money of Gambit as well, because this is going to be a bit of an issue, because they have, what, 2,900 loss bonus and no bomb plant money. They spent all their cash in the previous round, so they should literally have around $3,000 each, maybe a little bit over, but nothing too much. Again, we're going to see pistols, I imagine, for Gambit, maybe some armor, but other than that, TyLoo should be finding 8.
And they're looking good right now, Hugo. There is no doubting it. Gonna have Deeg up on a Drek, seized in with the CZ once more. Seems to have a lot of success with this, and all 5 players for Gambit grouped up and aggressive here and over towards mid. Accurate's the toilets, but he might get caught off guard by this. It's a very fast play. TyLoo, they haven't seen this, so I'm curious to see how they adjust to this play. Gambit, they're all the way down long. No one's inside the site. They're going to get it entirely for free.
Yeah, I think they realize that TyLoo have been running this aggressive short setup so many times and have no info towards this side of the map, so Gambit exploits it. Great reaction on this eco round as well.
The bomb's going to go down and no one even knows TyLoo.
They don't have a lot of weaponry to work with in the post plant, but Xaku is going to get blindsided. They're walking back to back. Doja's completely blindsided as well. They have no information. And while Doja will be able to catch his rotate that no one will expect for TyLoo, 2 players have walked past him, Harry. Buntet's going to follow as well. Doja, the timing is absolutely terrible. And everyone has walked past him up short. He's probably calling to his team, don't worry, short's empty. Oh, it's not Doja. He's going to have to step up. Running from the back lines, TD has no idea, but Doja finally takes the kill. Still, it's a 3-on-3 on the bomb site. They're on the defuse. There's no way the Gambit will be able to stop this knife out. They take it. Seized has done it. And there's so little time. They may be defusing, but Seized is going to stop it dead in its tracks. Pistol back out and looking for that final kill. Somebody has to stick the bomb, but it's not going to happen. Gambit win the eco, and with nothing to play with, Seized finds 4 kills.
Well, it was messy, and I said I like good Counter-Strike, and that was it was
no,
it was something else, something that is not
great Counter-Strike.
Yeah. So now it's 4-7. Mo's gone ahead and got the AWP out. We've seen a bit of a resurgence from Accurate though in this map,
Definitely.
which is good for TyLoo. It bodes well. He's really stepping up when they need him to. Making up for the shortcomings in the previous. Gambit this time, once again, 4 players out over towards mid, Seized. He's taking the aggression down here toward B. They're going to flash out over it short and look to go pushing on through. Seized just holding the angle. Free fire in. Doesn't even see the man who kills him.
Man up for TyLoo though. Gambit walking back towards this B bomb site. If we look at the position of the bomb on Hobbit, he's already holding those tunnels. Needs his teammate, though, to come and support. And again, when you're a man down, it's so hard for Gambit to have a lurk player in play. They do have a drain up towards the A bomb site, but look at somebody's position. He's pushed all the way down connector. Not only can he wrap this B site, but he can also confidently call that it's going to be a lower attack. TyLoo likely to rotate a player off the back of this call, and Mo beginning to push his way down.
Look at this flank from somebody. Accurate's about to go toe-to-toe with the Dren down in mid, and somebody, this all rests on his shoulders now. He's going to keep pushing in. He spots 1 and the second. Somebody's in with the first. Now the second on top of it. It's just the Dren left. 1v4. Back against the wall. 35 seconds on the clock. And Accurate rotating around from behind. So somebody. But Accurate trades. TyLoo. They keep themselves in the lead. They are looking good as they head on to an 8th round.
Yeah, again, as I was saying, it's so hard to run that lurk player for Gambit, so a real difficult situation to get themselves out of when they lose that first man, and then we see that aggression from somebody. Good reaction from TyLoo, and very risky play to run an aggressive CT guy down connector when you have that man advantage, because if Gambit have a player there, they instantly trade back, and suddenly you've given them a lifeline into the round, but it's plays like that that are pulling TyLoo through in these situations. 8-4, and Gambit back down to pistols. They've been reset hard, so no money to play with. They will be running towards that B bomb site, but we've seen TyLoo have a pretty stellar defense here. Mo just going to work right on it. Already the spray from Captain Mo to take down his counterpart. DD on the site to try and follow up. He does. Everyone's getting a kill here for TyLoo. Finally traded from Doja, but that shouldn't be an issue. 9 up on the board for the Chinese side, and Gambit, they've got to throw in another eco, Harry. This should be a 10-4 half at the very least.
I was going to say, if it ends 10-4, that is very impressive.
Something's going wrong. Something's gone wrong.
Yeah, now for Gambit. It's going to be another eco. You know, no money. And that is what facilitates an eco. You know,
Well done.
Stellar bit of analysis.
They call him a color caster.
They do.
Deep smoke. Not sure if that was right.
Extremely deep.
Just stopping Gambit from getting any control, Harry.
I mean, I guess it could be a something to like deny an early orb pick and then maybe allow a man to cross in the pit. But I imagine it was, yeah, just missed. I think it was meant to land short.
Yeah,
they've overdone it a bit.
It's meant to hit the front of the train tracks to actually stop a B monster rush. That's the intention of the smoke, but well, just a
RIP, the smoke I used to know. As aggressing down through long Gambit. They've got the bomb here. They've got Mo. Not the same thing. Well, Mo is the bomb. I'm going to be on the back of the thread. I think they're running into somebody. That's the bomb dropped, and already this round is as good as over. For Gambit, Dojan left 1v5 and been taking them up all three at the end. TyLoo go 10-4, but now the buy comes back in.
I'm wondering where Gambit's T-sided. This is nothing like we're used to. Of course, TyLoo are playing very, very well. You can't take it away, but you know we haven't really seen Gambit exploit any of the mistakes that TyLoo are doing. We saw them that one round where they rushed up long with pistols, but other than that, they've been showing no real control towards A, no set smokes, no ability to get Exacura out of this toilet's position. You can easily get rid of him with a couple of flashbangs and well-placed Molotovs, get that toilet's control, go for your standard A smokes, and then you know play the post plant. It's surprising to see Gambit kind of falter under pressure here, and I'm not sure how far this is going to go for them. Already damage done through the walls. He's getting that bang onto DD. So Gambit, well, they don't know it. They've done something at the very least, but they're going to need a whole lot of stuff if they're going to take this 5th round. Exacura does not want to give it to them. Already Adrian's going to go down alone, and no trade for Gambit. Again, big mistakes being made from this T side.
Desperate to try and make up for that somehow. They've gone ahead and stacked all players down towards B. Now early on, TyLoo struggled holding it, but fire in the first half, it looked very good. This time DD's gone down early. It all falls onto Captain Mo to find some time for these rotations to come in. He's going to get getting into this. He's gone ahead and dropped himself one. Tries to deny the bomb plot. In with a second, almost a third, but Doja does finally shut him down. It all falls to Hobbit 1v2, and it's not meant to be. Bentet mops them up at the end. And that's an 11th round for TyLoo. An absolutely stellar CT side from them.
Yeah, just fantastic. Not what I was expecting, considering, you know, especially how Exacura played in that first map. He's come back in, firing on all cylinders. I think 14 kills at the end of the half as well. So very, very strong. Somebody as well, the player that didn't step up earlier today versus Team Liquid. Oh, sorry, no, that was Gambit versus Team Liquid. Of course, TyLoo played Cloud9. You know, somebody really had a struggle there. If I recall, he had 9 kills and 20 deaths. So not the strongest of games, but he's come back firing on all cylinders here alongside Exacura, the two players that we wanted to step up, and they certainly have. So TyLoo looking a lot better, looking like they want to pull it into cash as that 3rd map. But for now, we are going to be taking a short break, and we'll be right back with that second half very soon.
absolutely explosive resurgence from TyLoo as they take an early lead, 11-4 at the end of the first half. They Gambit, they've been left trailing behind. I'm Harry, with me, Hugo. Of course, we head into this second half. Already the pistol round's well and truly underway. And Hugo, we've got TyLoo, they've got some utility up on Buntet, and they're going to go rushing into B.
Oh, Hobbit has to go big here with a USP. 2 kills come straight in. Headshots as well, but he has to fall back. DD catches him on the escape. So TyLoo down a man, but still on this B bomb site. And Gambit up towards short, looking for the retake. Bomb yet to go down, and Doja won't let it. Catching the cross, him and Mo do damage, and Adren's already on the HUD. Gambit is running over this bomb site and not giving TyLoo a shred of room. It is a near flawless pistol round for Gambit.
No room, no respect, no bomb plant. That's going to be the rule of thumb for TyLoo in that round. Utter domination. A masterclass in how to hold B in the event of a rush from Gambit there.
Yeah, and look at these SMGs already coming in. 4 for Gambit, 1 rifle. Very difficult to actually try and justify this buy when you only have 5 rounds to the 11 of TyLoo. And again, this is Gambit's map pick, so we expect some depth from them, but of course TyLoo are in the lead, so Gambit definitely have to be careful here. Rifle going to try and make a play. It's Adren looking up towards A. Not going to find anything early on, and already connected control taken from TyLoo, and a frag as well. Mo's dead. So one of the MP9s going out of the round early on. The only positive of running these SMGs is, you know, they're only SMGs, so TyLoo can't really get a lot done when they pick them up. They may even opt to stay with a CZ75. Definitely more versatile in some situations. Somebody holds that rotation down the connector, and Gambit look to walk into it, though. With 2 players on the A bomb site, an aggressive short control. Where will TyLoo opt to choose to go? Oh, opt to choose to go. That's an extended sentence there.
That is, you know, could have cut half of that out. But here we go. TyLoo. Ball's in their court. 2 players down here towards short for Gambit. That's going to be Doja and Hobbit. Both the MP9 brothers. Back to back. TyLoo making their way around through long. If everyone went monster now, they would be allowed to the site for free. Well, they're very unconventional to do so. So you imagine someone's going to discover this double hold. Down here towards short. Hobbit's just tucked away in his Hobbit hole. They go sneaking on by. Yeah, everyone's going to go through monster. This is perfect for TyLoo. They're going to try and get this bomb down. There's a man up in heaven. That's Adren. He's been tagged low. Now Doja emerges from the woodwork. And somehow he's got himself a second. They keep pushing onto him. They do manage to get him. Hobbit's here in the back line. Shuts down 1 and a second. The MP9's doing work. It's all on DD. 1 versus 3. And over towards Graffiti. This man has to try and make his own work of art to clutch this out 1v3. Hobbit's just sticking it. He's going to go pushing in, and he'll be shut down from heaven as Gambit lock themselves in a 6th round.
That's such a sick round from Gambit, though, because not only do they give up the bomb site and play for retake, but Doja just pushes in before the bomb even goes down. While TyLoo are frantically checking the site, looking at barrels, looking at pillar, making sure no one's on Graffiti, you know, Doja just rushes up and shoots them in the back. They were not ready for that kind of play. You typically expect someone to late round play that, right? Wait for the bomb to go down, play a 4-on-5 retake. But no, Gambit do not want to give TyLoo the opportunity. Yes, the bomb goes down, and that could enable a bit more money for TyLoo. But Gambit, hey, they pick it up with a man disadvantage, and TyLoo with the force. So a good round from the CT side. They keep things in their court for now. But with TyLoo getting the bomb plant, it will be a full eco here and a buy in the next round. And that will be a big buy as well, Harry. They're going to have a lot of money. But for now, it's a bit of a mow down. And Gambit's chance to make some own dollar. Captain Mo and somebody do pick up a kill each, but Gambit's still sitting in a 3-on-3. And again, the same story as last round. Only MP9's given over. Hobbit getting aggressive down the connector. He can potentially hear this bomb going back up towards A or a player dropping back towards B, but instead he'll just hold firm for the time being and see if he can try and catch a lurking TyLoo player on their own.
Look at this. Somebody's got no idea. Hobbit spotted him. Is he going to go for the knife? Is that what we're seeing? He's going to start to creep on in. Hobbit, you sneaky boy. Spots Buntet. That was lovely. Hobbit gets rid of them both. They're going to be left scratching their heads. Where the hell did he come from? And that just truly was an unexpected journey there from Hobbit. It all falls down to DD. 1 versus 3. And he has been allowed out into B. So he's going to get a bomb plant somehow. It's allowed to go down.
Wow.
That's money made. And I'll take that all day long. Now the defuse comes in, 11-7.
I mean, they already had a sick buy coming into the next round before that bomb plant, so this is going to be really, really good for TyLoo now. And obviously with Gambit starting to pull things back on the CT side, with TyLoo having 11 rounds on the board. They're still heavily in the favor. So buy should be coming through here for the T side. Look at that money, $6,000 on these guys. They could have got it done fine with 5K, but utility as well. Very uncommon to see it so early in the half with so much utility, but definitely nothing TyLoo will be too worried about. Very happy with that one. Mo on the AWP, still seized on the SMG, but that's just down to choice, not economical restraint, trying to make some more cash. And this man has been very, very good so far this series. It's going to be Mo with the AWP going aggressive towards that A-bomb site, somebody pushing on up. But will TyLoo walk into the shot of the AWP? Because Mo is ready and waiting. They're going for a double setup. Adren pushed up towards the fountain. Mo has his back as well, but with 3 players up in the playground, Adren needs to quickly realize this and turn back round, because Mo, he may have bit off more than he can chew. Flash through, Adrian turns round, but Pentek gets the opening kill, and there's nothing Mo can do to stop it. He'll fall back.
Early man advantage taken. They had a dropout Mo. That's just going to further extend matters that much more as now they make their way over here toward A, and you can see Gambit trying to desperately make up for this as they go aggressive down B short. It's going to be seized. And Doja there, leaving all the pressure now on Hobbit. Alone inside this A-bomb site. I like the play, though, from Gambit. They're trying to force this up somewhere else. 2 men down. Doja's boosted up, peeking into connector. You can see the rotation back to B, and there is somebody there.
Gambit need to force a kill here. That's the biggest issue, because if TyLoo just walks straight onto a bomb site, the round will be theirs. Not only can Gambit not contain, or not control the site, at least with having only 3 players up, but also a retake is near impossible with the current setup. B would be the best option for Gambit, for TyLoo to walk into. That doesn't seem to be the case. DD tries, but sees trades that first kill. And now with that man being spotted, TyLoo are not even going to take a risk. They're going to walk into A, knowing there's a maximum of 1 player being here. And even if that, Gambit went for that triple B setup, and it has not panned out. Bomb can go down here for TyLoo, and a 12th round on the board, kicking things off on the T side with a bang, it seems. Gambit going to have to look to save these weapons at the very least. There's no way they can contest this round, so moving forward, the money is good enough for Gambit to buy, and of course, C's playing with that UMP in this round. He's going to get not only a free upgrade, but also the $6,000 to drop over next round, and that's without the loss bonus, but it will be the first loss bonus here for Gambit. That being said, it shouldn't make a difference in terms of the cash.
And not until TyLoo will get themselves the 12th there, and they keep 4 players alive, which is good. Going to start to build up some money now on the T side. You know me, Hugo. I'd love to see us go all 3 maps. Money's no problem for Gambit heading into this round, as you correctly pointed out. They saved 2 weapons as well, which is just going to go ahead and make that much lighter. Now they look to invest. The AWP can be thrown over to Mo. I can't actually see in the game right now, but you imagine it is.
Well, yeah, I'd be questioning it if it wasn't, so we'll go with that. And you are correct, Harry. Bold prediction made.
Say? I mean,
get him on the desk.
I know.
12-7 though up for TyLoo. Gambit's opportunity to find their reset with a full buy coming through for this CT side. Kits are good as well. So nothing really stopping Gambit from doing this but themselves. No early play for TyLoo. Again, slow on the CT side and the T side, in fact. Passive on both. As Mo's posted up on long with the AWP. He has support from Adren. This is a far more standard setup. We saw a lot of, you know, risky setups from TyLoo in terms of not running anyone on long, having, you know, 1 player on that A-bomb site. A lot of real curveballs that seem to work out massively. I mean, they got an 11-4 half, right? But Gambit playing far more standard CS. However, will it work versus the likes of the Chinese? They are a sporadic and unpredictable team at the best of times. Starting to find their form, though, into this event. 12-7 up, obviously, is a great scoreline versus the likes of Gambit on their map pick, but they are a map down, so still a big mountain to climb. Up towards A they will head, and Gambit already giving up that early positioning up on long at the fear of one of the TyLoo players working their way through the toilets, and the same story for Adrian. He's fallen back all the way to the site as well, but TyLoo looking to walk down into B. With 3 Gambit players sit ready and waiting.
Yes, it's a pretty stacked site, all things considered. TyLoo grouped up, and it looks like we might see a rotation in as well, potentially, from Adren. So it's going to be 4 players here for Gambit. Smokes being lined up. 1 for the cross, 1 for heaven. And now they look to push on in.
Doja, he's got to go big here. Good angle on top of the barrels. Will they realize? He does. Great spray, but accurate trades with the AWP, but not without a fight. 13 HP left on the man as DD follows up only for a single trade to come through, and Adrian can't get too much more done. Hobbit can't stop the bomb either, but he does get the kill post-plant. Accurate going down, and a 2-on-2 with a player caught out of position. That's Captain Mo, all down to somebody here in the clutch.
Yeah, 1v2 wrapped around. Hobbit's going to find it. That's the round for Gambit. They're back in with an 8th. Looking to try and keep TyLoo modest. Carried forward. Now for TyLoo, the real question becomes, what is that money looking like?
Reset in, bomb plant down, bit of cash left up, so I don't know, I need to look. It should just be a bit of a force here from them potentially, and yeah, actually they get a fairly good buy out of it, all things considered. With that reset coming into play, you would expect a little bit less, but with the saved cash, at least from that one round they did win, they have a fairly decent buy. No AWP though, and somebody with no utility. However, this is certainly enough to get the job done. Gambit, though, confident as ever coming into this one. Flash early will push Adrian back, so he can't go aggressive on this. TyLoo again, the slow default setup that we've been seeing from them constantly on this T side. The only positive with this kind of setup, for Gambit at the very least, is the fact that they're going to hold on to all this utility very late. They're not going to need to use their smokes or molotovs. You know, maybe one early to stop a potential rush if TyLoo do want to pick up the pace, but right now, Gambit don't need to constantly be re-smoking Monster because TyLoo are really showing no aggression, no map control here on this T side, waiting for Gambit to walk into them, and that just doesn't seem to be happening.
Yeah, now from Hobbit and Doja, they've gone ahead and taken the aggression down through short. Meanwhile, over here in mid, about to go below to below with a Dread who lies in wait in the toilets. Dread just holding his ground. Flash goes in. Finds damage, but Bentet's able to pick it up. Now the pressure is on. There's too many players inside of this site. It's Mo. Sees, look at this aggression from Hobbit. He's going to go sneaking on by. He just goes down in the meantime. Okay, Captain Mo does land some damage. They do suspect that Hobbit's gone down. Just Doja and Mo remaining.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way they can win this round. Zacura just going to run to the bomb site and Doja dead. Mo's going to have to hold on to the AWP. So, reset comes in for Gambit onto TyLoo, but it's thrown straight back in the face of this CT side. Look at what kind of situation they got themselves into. TyLoo take a flawless round, even with somebody on 1 HP. That is going to be exactly what they needed. So, I mean, if you're Gambit now, what do you even do? Your money's going to be in shambles. You have no loss bonus really to fall back on after the counter reset comes your way. Yes, the saved AWP can be something to work with, but that's if he even saves it. Look at how aggressive TyLoo are on the hunt. They have 5 players up. They can afford to do this. Noise going to be made from Exacurate, but there's so many players up here on long. Mo can get 1 and a 2nd. That's ridiculous. No way he gets a 3rd, and he doesn't. Bentet comes in from the back line, so the AWP dropped, Harry. 13 rounds up for TyLoo. Yeah, Gambit, they've got to eco. They've got to give this one away. There's no way you force buy in this situation. Maybe if you got 4 or 5 kills in the previous round, you can go for it, but TyLoo have so much money. They are able to fully buy up into this round, and even a Mac 10 is pulled into play. Gambit know they have to go for the eco here.
Gambit, they're sweating. For TyLoo, chance to make some cash. I want to try and keep this clean. Aggression over in towards mid. The nades don't find any damage. 3 players over at long as well. About to come into contact with DD. He just looks away. Him and Captain Mo mop the remaining players. The Dread's here with a dig, but a couple of missed shots, and then he goes down. Leaves it all unseized. USP and hand players coming his way. Oop. Need to go in. Captain Mo finds him. That is TyLoo on to a 14th. Now 1 away from map point here on Gambit's map pick. The buy is going to come back in for Gambit on this CT side. A pause, understandably, going to come in with it.
Yeah, I don't blame them. Money is just good enough to go for the buy, but if we look to players like Seized on 3,700 and others on just 4K, I mean, think about what you can get with just $4,000. Really not too much. We may see some UMPs into this round if they want to go for some utility as well, and obviously that kit not going to be possible unless we do have a UMP. Or something of the likes, because right now Gambit are looking like they're going to struggle on the buy. I think Hobbit and Seized will be those UMP players for the team. We've got 3 M4s, but look at the utility that goes along with it. 1 smoke and 2 flashes across 3 players. Suboptimal buy here for Gambit, but they've got to go for it. They don't want to give up map point here in their pick. Hobbit's even going to go for a rifle. So they just give up any chance of them having utility or kits. Seized has to be that man. He physically can't go for the M4, so he will go for that UMP. But even then, no defuse kits, Harry. Gambit have to throw in something aggressive. They have to get some early kills.
That's exactly what I was going to say. In this situation, they're going to have to try something to mix it up. They don't have the utility to sustain the slow play from TyLoo, and that aggression going to come in the form of a Dren over in mid. He gets sent back into the warm embrace of Mo. Aggression over here at short as well. Gonna boost a man up and over. Doesn't manage to spot anything. I do love this boost. There's no one there. That's information gained.
But at the cost of 3 players.
Still, look at how nice that looks. That's clean.
TyLoo, though, they're going to walk up towards the A-bomb site. So Gambit, wrong stack for this round, it seems. That can be a make or break, that boost, if TyLoo were walking towards B, but they've made the wrong guess. Mo up on long. Well, I say up on long, at the back of long. He's playing towards the sign. Smoke execute here for TyLoo. They've been given so much control. As you said, Harry, utility not going to be good enough for Gambit to even contest with the buy of TyLoo, so they've just got to go for the gunfights. But without a pick, with TyLoo walking into A in a 5-on-5, Gambit, there's surely no way they can win this round. They have to have a monster performance from someone. They've still got this setup down on B as well. Boost now up towards the A-bomb site. Adren's here, ready and waiting. This could catch a player off guard. Maybe get a pick that Gambit need. 30 seconds on the clock. Adren looks for that frag, and he does so much damage, but it only gives it away. Now the rush through the smoke. Seized, caught out with a flashbang, and somebody going to find the opener.
Yeah, keep pushing in. Adren going to try and make a stand. He's back in bank. It's starting to rotate up. Damage being done, but the bomb plant goes down. Gambit trying their best to contest. Have to go blow for blow with the best. Doja's in the back line. Somebody's able to drop him, and that's a save for Gambit. TyLoo going to arrive at match point, 15-8 here on Overpass, the map pick of Gambit. And I mean, what a resurgence from Accurate, can we just say? I mean, 9 frags I think he ended with on Inferno. Was the weakest player for TyLoo.
Obviously not in the previous map. That was against Cloud9. That was somebody, sorry. Ignore me. But, no, he's been playing well this series generally anyway, so it is nice to see that step up. Oh, no, you were right. Sorry, I was completely confused with that. He did get 9 kills on Inferno. I thought we were talking about somebody earlier on. I was just getting confused. No. Harry.
Hugo, it's late at night, you know.
I know.
It's your first time ever in Poland. That's a lie.
That's also a lie, yeah. You were with me last time I was here.
That is true.
Either way.
It's breaking you already, Hugo.
Yeah.
Day 1.
No, that's just you, Harry. That's just you. Great performance though from TyLoo, as you said. I mean, they have stepped up massively into this game, and that's something nice to see. At this point, I'm expecting Cash to be coming out a 3rd map, and at this point, I also have no idea what to expect from that map, because this should have been Gambit, so they had everything going for them. They took the map pick of TyLoo in a fairly convincing fashion. They moved forward to this map with confidence. It was a back-and-forth start to the game, and then suddenly Gambit just disappeared from the scoreboard, and we just saw TyLoo lighting up the kill feed. Gambit, they're going to need a huge comeback if they want to keep this map going on, and they haven't really got the weaponry to sustain it. It's going to be not even an AWP, it's a scout, the budget AWP. CZ, UMP, FAMAS, and M4. It is what I call, Harry, a charity shot buy.
Yeah, I can see why. Not the conventional weapons we're used to seeing, but it's the best they've been able to muster. And already aggression down here. Deconnector, Captain Mo going to go peeking on out. And there are players that can come in from behind and catch them off guard, and actually Mo's going to go sneaking on through, but they've closed the door. With that, they've closed shut any window of opportunity. You know what they say though, one door opens, another closes, or vice versa. Doja's going to go aggressive here, somebody bites the dust, continue aggression on in, and Hobbit, he's dancing around the site. Buntek going to be going for the bomb plant, and Hobbit can't quite deny it, now he's used up all his ammo, has to try and reload. Does go down to Buntek, it's all on Doja. 1 versus 4, and the ace would be required. Pete comes out from Accurate, shuts him down, and TyLoo, they're going to go 16-8 here on Overpass. They carry us through to map number 3.
Yeah, Cash going to be coming through, and again, TyLoo looking so resurged from that first map. Obviously, Inferno was not their favourite today. And historically, that's been a map they've been very good at. Not Overpass, quite the opposite. So TyLoo looking good. Moving forward, I think Cash is certainly an opportunity for an upset here. But Gambit, they need to reconvene. They need to work out exactly what went wrong in terms of their team play and come back in looking a very different team. Because that is not the Gambit we know and love on Overpass. They have a very deep more deep playbook on that map. So to see their T side just crumble like that is a big surprise. But I'm very impressed at TyLoo. Obviously, you know, they've been rising leaps and bounds recently, coming off the back of Star Series, getting that 2-0 victory versus Fnatic against all odds. You know, they could certainly get out of this matchup as well if they take down Gambit in cash.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, this was the first time they've ever beat Gambit in any of these matchups. So
yeah,
at least on this map, right? And what a time for you to pull it together and actually win it out. I mean, I kind of wrote this off the second they lost Inferno. I was like, nah, they didn't really look up to it. Gonna be honest, but the first time ever I didn't believe in the comeback from TyLoo. And they might have just proved me wrong as they went out Overpass. The map pick of Gambit. Now we head through to cash, map number 3. But I mean, you know, based on that performance there, I think this is now anyone's game. It's really quite interesting.
Yeah, if anything, I look at TyLoo as the favourite team coming into this one. If we have the star players, you know, show up once again, and if Gambit are quiet and we have these constant force buy wars that seem to be working in TyLoo's favour, yeah, hell, I could see a TyLoo 2-1 here. But that's a story for another time because we are, again, going for a break. A quick one until we're back with the third map of the series. You do not want to miss it, ladies and gentlemen. We will see you in just a sec.
Intel Extreme Masters.
All eyes are on you.